greatest swordsman who ever lived, said Val Kilmer in Willow. Oh, hey, Facebook world. I'm sorry, you just caught me playing with my sword. Ever since I met my new friend Emma Ridley from Return to Oz, she taught me the best thing to do is live life like it's a fantasy. Come on, come play with me. Oh boy, I am having so much fun playing with my sword. How about this one from Harry Potter? Oh, and you see this little dagger here? Come here, let me show you a really good magic trick. So what I'm gonna do is, what's going on? Hey, where are you going? Hey, come back, come back, come back, come back, come here. Hey, look, come here. No magic trick, no magic trick, no magic trick. I'm just going to say thank you for joining me today for another interesting conversation. And check out this magic trick that I'm gonna do right now. Oh. Teleportation is so much fun. I wish you could have a chance to try it. You know what I wish now? I wish that I could have another chat with Emma Ridley. Now that I did all of that magic, I want to talk to Ozma again.
This is for you. Thank you. It's Halloween soon. I know. Why did they bring you here, Dorothy? Because I can't sleep. I'm going to talk about a place that I've been to, but nobody believes it exists. I have to go. I'll come back later.
Where is she? Ah, there she is again.
How are you?
Thank you for talking to me again.
Oh, thank you for having me.
How old were you when you first started to realize that you were being stalked by the paparazzi, that people's heads were turning when you walked down the street? How old were you and what was that like for you?
You know, being an actress and a performer at such a young age, I did my first TV commercial at 8 months old. I was the Gerber baby.
Get out!
I know, and being involved in dance schools and drama schools and performing arts schools, I was always a little bit of a celebrity, even when I was like 4, you know, so all the older girls wanted to pick me up, and one of my dogs is barking. And
That was you for a second.
I'm gonna show you baby. Baby wants to get on camera.
Oh, look at the little dog.
Baby wants to join in.
What's your dog's name?
This is Baby.
Baby.
So I was always a little bit of a celebrity, and I was always a class clown. So I would bounce around and, you know, I'd like to be in the spotlight. So it was just natural for me to demand all the attention in the room, if I could say that.
After Return to Oz, after all of the premieres, after it went to video, and then it sort of came back years later when Fairuza Balk reintroduced it for a special edition VHS. Between those two time frames, like, where did you exactly go? I know that you met your husband, but I mean, what happened after Return to Oz exactly?
Well, it wasn't very well received at the movie theater, and they took away my voice, so I kind of blocked it out of my mind. It was just a part that I played, and it didn't really have its magical, mystical fantasy that it has now in my mind, because of getting more in touch with not the Disney version, but the L. Frank Baum books, and being involved in the Oz Club, and being involved with the community that really appreciate from when it was written in 1900, you know, 1906 or whenever it was. So I'd let go of it. I emigrated from England to America at the age of 19. And I got an acting agent over here and, you know, started a whole new life, really. And, you know, I went into business. I did a couple of acting things. I dabbled in music. I was singing and performing, going through husbands and businesses, and now I'm like semi-retired.
Well, like I said, you were labeled as the Hollywood Wild Girl. You were one of the OG Wild Girls. You were like
the wild child, because I was
the wild child.
14 and 15 years old.
Can you please tell a Hollywood story that the tabloids did not get to cover? Can you do that for me? Come on, Emma. Is there a story that you can tell?
Okay, I have one.
Yeah. Okay. We're all listening.
It was very late in the morning, like 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. And the only place open in LA was a hamburger restaurant. And it was still quite a fun, it's not there anymore, I don't remember the name of it, but it was all decked out in lots of bright colors, and it was the only place after hours really to go. It's not like England, you know, LA closes early. So this was the only restaurant. And I was probably 15, 16, no, I was 19 because I was here in America. So I was probably 19, it was just when I got here. Our table was sitting next to, who's the big heavyweight boxer? Mike Tyson.
Get out.
Mike Tyson. We were sitting next to Mike Tyson, and I was wearing cute little hot pants and lots of bling bling, and he was flirting with me. And he was very drunk because it was 2 in the morning.
Okay.
And he kind of had hamburger all over him because he'd been eating. And he was trying to flirt with me and get my attention, and I was thinking, I know you're cute and I know you're a boxer, but you're a bit scary and you're kind of covered in food. And I was flirting back a little bit just because, you know, it was fun to be getting
He's Mike Tyson. How do you, yeah.
With Mike Tyson. And my friends were so annoyed with me. I remember I was with 2 sisters, Emily and Charlotte, and they were like, stop flirting. Mike Tyson, you know, and the whole Robin Gibbons thing was going on at the time. So he was going through a divorce and he was flirting, and they were like, stop flirting, you know, he's bad news. He's not good for you, you know. I mean, I was 19 and he must have been in his 30s. But I thought that was quite funny. I was driving. I just got to America.
Okay.
And I didn't have a decent rental car because I was under 21, so I wasn't able to rent a car. So I went and bought this big, I remember it was green, and it was a Bonneville, old Mobile Bonneville, and it was a big American boat, basically. And it was old, it was all messed up, and it had brown leather interior inside that wasn't in great shape or whatever. But it was my first vehicle in America for me to drive around in. So I had an audition on, I think it was I think it was Warner Brothers. It was on the Warner Brothers set.
Yeah, you were on the show Boy Meets World.
Yes, maybe it was that. So I'm driving, and you can see, you know, I'm kind of young, I'm kind of small. I'm trying to maneuver this huge vehicle that had this boat kind of suspension. And who is in front of me in a Bentley with some executive chatting in their ear?
Who?
Braveheart.
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson.
So you got out of your car and you talked to Mel Gibson.
And I'm a little bit starstruck. That's the only time I've really ever been starstruck. So I'm a little starstruck, and he can see me in my car going, that's Mel Gibson. And I blocked the way, and he got annoyed with me because I was blocking and he couldn't get around me in the parking lot. And I'm standing there, sitting in my car going, that's Mel Gibson. And the executive was just chatting in his ear. And eventually, because he realized I recognized him, he laughed, you know, because he was like, okay. And I'm like, blonde, you know, I'm being.
And because you're Emma Ridley.
I can't drive this huge car. And I'm around the window, and I said, I'm so, in my best British accent, I said, I'm so terribly sorry. I'm new in town. And I'm not used to your big American vehicles. So he let me off. But I thought that was quite a fun encounter in the Warner Brothers parking lot.
Why didn't you say, do you know who I am? I am Emma Ridley. Why didn't you say that? How come you didn't say that?
No, because he's Mel Gibson.
Yes, but you're Emma Ridley.
It was fun. It was very funny.
Hey, what does it feel like to live that whole Hollywood lavish
It's not real. It's all fake. It's make-believe.
What do you mean?
It's not real. There's no real friends that you can make in those times. You know, everyone's your best friends for 6 weeks if you're on a movie set. You don't stay in communicate. I mean, maybe people do now because they have Facebook and they stay in contact. But you know, it's fleeting. You know, you have to know who you are and have real friends around you and family, and it's make believe. It's la la land.
Do you ever wish sometimes that you lived a normal life and were not famous? And
I do live a normal life. I'm not famous.
What do you mean you're not famous?
I'm not that famous.
You've been stalked by the... How many times have you been stalked by the paparazzi?
More times than I can remember. You're really fun. I'm enjoying it.
Of your status in this world that has done so many more accomplishments than I will ever be. You have lived a life of Hollywood fame and fortune, and you lived such a life of paparazzi, and you've lived a life of scandal and something that I just dream of. I'm just a massage therapist who lives in Philadelphia.
Oh, good. Well, next time I'm in Philadelphia, I'm going to book a massage. I love massage.
Yes. I work at the Quest Chiropractic and Sanctuary and Yoga.
Oh, I love it. It's all healing.
Absolutely.
I guess I've said this before, I'm addicted to experiences. I love experiences. I love to just feel and exuberate life and experiences, and I'm a experience junkie. You know, if there's a different way to live, and what more can we experience? And you know, we're getting ready to. Well, I'm in the process of writing a book. I'm actually in the process of writing 3 books, and all it's simultaneous. And I want to go to France, and we want to buy a chateau and renovate it and film it and do the whole renovation on camera. You know, and then when we film it, it's going to be a performance venue so that we can have weddings and celebrations and burlesque events, and you know, so there's still so much more I want to do. I just love life, you know, and I love to live it, you know, and to experience things and that I've not experienced before.
And there's something that a lot of other people don't know about you, is that you have a pole dancing studio and you teach pole dancing classes.
I don't have a studio right now because of COVID. You know, we shut it down. But yeah, I used to be a teacher full time. You know, I'm retired from that now. It gets exhausting being so physical every day. I do miss it. I do miss dancing on that level of training. You know, when you're super fit and you feel really alive physically. Mm-hmm. You know, it gets tiring. You know, I'm 48, so I'm nearly 50, and you know, I guess if I live to 100. Or at least 96, then I've got half the rest of my life to live. So it's like, okay, I've done that and moved on, past go, collect my $200. It's like Monopoly, you know, life is a game. So I'm just experiencing all that I can experience, you know. I still have a pole studio, it's right there. I've got 3 poles in my dance room, it's just that way.
I wish I could be there partying with you. When are you and I going to get to party together, Emma?
Whenever we're allowed. We can't have more than 10 people. I just did the chat with Ryan, and he said we need to have a party in my backyard. I'm going to show you my magical backyard.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to unplug you right here. And we're going to go for a little walk. So this is my bar. I have the most fun party house. Look, here's my fishes.
Wow.
And then there's baby.
I want to live there.
It's so fun. And here's my dance room. So I've still got poles.
Are you dancing with? Are you giving me a private show?
I am. I'm dancing on a pole with the phone. And of course, I've got my treadmill and my upside down thing for my back and my ballet bar. And the sky is all painted. And then here, can you see at night my magical backyard? So this is my backyard. Look at the moon.
Can I come there? Can I come there and party with you, Emma, please?
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm so spoiled because I wake up and jump straight in that pool. It's a saltwater pool, and I do have it heated, even though it's like 110 degrees where I'm at. But the pool is like a bath. And then the hot tub on the end, I get in the hot tub before I go to sleep. So, I mean, during the day, I really do live in the water.
That is
And there's the beautiful moon.
Can you see the LA skylight?
The Hollywood sign, you mean?
The Hollywood sign, yeah?
No, I'm north of LA, so I'm a little bit further over a mountain.
I'm going down to the magical tree with Emma.
The magical tree. It's like picking the lunch pail tree.
Ah, those were illegal though. Isn't that a stolen lunch pail? Isn't that a chicken? Isn't that a chicken in there with you?
I haven't done anything to you.
Isn't that a stolen lunch pail in your hand? Isn't that a chicken in there with you?
You know, I got my chickens through here. The magical tree. You sit under there and have some lunch and make a wish. Let me see if we can not lose connection because I'm walking far away from the house.
I'm still here with you.
If I can show you, I've got little baby ducks and chickens.
Oh my God. What's that purple room?
They're sleeping.
Oh, that's the hen house.
You see the ducks?
I do. Wow.
Aren't they cute?
They're adorable.
And there's maybe some. They're all down here. Look, they snuggle. The chickens go inside with the ducks, and I've got bigger chickens in here.
Uh-huh.
But it's all, and I've got a magical tree house.
What is that purple? Is that is that purple house? Is that your tree house?
Here's the tree house. I'm going up the tree house.
Magical tree house.
A magical tree house. See, I have Oz in my backyard.
But is Mombi there?
No Mombi's allowed.
Oh, good. How did they do those heads? I have to. Dorothy girl.
Dorothy girl.
It was quite spectacular. They would have the walls around. Oh, that's my hand. Sorry. There we go. So they would have the walls. And the girls would stand inside with their head through. Mm-hmm. And to walk into that room when there was all the heads in the glass cabinets and their heads moving, oh, it was quite scary. And I never forget the best thing. I remember I was on the set when she first meets Dorothy, mm-hmm. and Jean Marsh checks out her head, and says, I'll wait a few more years and see what she turns into. So it was quite magical. But anyway.
And then Dorothy says, I believe you will not.
Right. I believe you will not.
And I'll take it.
I believe you will not. Tick-tock!
That was such an amazing set. That glass set. That must have cost millions to do.
Yes, the glass set was actually right next to the ballroom.
What ballroom? There was
the mirrored room. The mirror room.
Oh, that you had your big scene at the end.
Yes. So that was where Mombi lived, and right to the left was her closet. So it was basically her bedroom. Okay. And then it was her closet. You can see me better if I stand over here. Sorry, I'm walking around barefoot.
If you think about it in perspective, you were the good witch. Whenever you were there, you were like the moment of peace, and you saved Dorothy, and you were her guardian angel. And then eventually, Fairuza Balk went on to star in The Craft as a bad one.
Right.
Ah, see?
I know, that is quite fun.
How funny is that?
Right. And I actually did a horror movie when I was 6 years old. Called The House That Bled to Death. It was a British movie filmed for British television, and I stabbed my father in the end. So, we all have a little good witch and the bad witch.
Life is one big yin-yang, Emma.
Right.
I'm never going to forgive myself for not asking you. Have you ever partied with Madonna?
I have not. And I would love to.
Have you ever met her?
Madonna is a queen. I love Madonna. She has been a great role model in my life growing up in the 80s. It was all about Madonna. I remember one friend said to me, you know, you can't finish a sentence without talking about Madonna, because I thought she was just absolutely brilliant.
Check out my page.
Oh, that's the ray of light.
That's the ray of light, yeah.
I love it. Yeah, she's still phenomenal. I wish I would be able to meet her one day. I think I was in the same vicinity as her one time, and I can't remember what it was. But everyone said, oh, Madonna's in the building, Madonna's in the building. Maybe it was an Oscar party or something like that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, she's quite phenomenal. You know, she lives in Lisbon now.
Yeah.
She lives in Portugal.
Right.
You know, and we're thinking of moving to France, so we might be neighbors.
Okay, cool. Well, if you ever meet her, would you ask her to be a guest on my Monday trivia?
Absolutely. You are adorable. Thank you for including me in your Monday night trivia. And we'll chat soon. God bless you.
I hope so. God bless you too. I can't wait to come see you.
And I can't wait for a massage.
Oh, absolutely. Come here to Philly. I will give you the best damn massage you have ever gotten.
I love it. God bless you.
Okay.
Chat soon.
Well, I love you, Emma.
I love you too.
Bye. I had a blast talking to her. I want to go play with the swords again. I want to go back to my fantasy world. Let me teleport there. Let me see if I can do it better. Boom! Oh! Ah! Wow. Thanks, Emma Ridley, for teaching me that. Unfortunately, I think I need a little more practice with my teleportation. Anyway, I decided to get back to my fantasy world, and therefore, time to play with my sword again. Or is this a dagger? I don't know what to call it. Anyway, come on, why don't you play with me? Wanna play with my dagger, Facebook world? Hey, how about you, my friend? Wanna play swords with me? Wanna play swords with me? This one's from Lord of the Rings. Why don't you play with me? Hey, what's the matter? What? What? Come on, play with me, what?